Hello and welcome to the top four of the Sheffield Prime with me, Rebecca Walker, and joined as always.
Hello, it's me, Richard Walker.
And on the board we have Paul Gedders playing Lanni Crossing on the left and Joe Zimmer playing Lanni Kingdom on the right.
It's a while since we've done videos.
I know, I've been a bit slow over Christmas.
I wasn't blaming you.
Oh,
it's just Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, so we'll get the top four out, well, this obviously, and the final out as soon as we can, and hopefully we'll be recording games probably this weekend, I think.
Oh yeah, right, Alpha Games in Bury.
Yeah, so Alpha Games in Bury has got their Prime this weekend, if you are interested in going to a Prime. And then you've also got, in a couple of weeks' time, on the 26th, I think?
25th, Bristol.
25th, Bristol. So I've still got a couple of Primes this month coming up.
And then 2 weeks after that is a small local championship in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. that little tournament.
Yeah. So
no one knows about that one.
We've got a rarity for you here today. 2 Lannister decks in a semi-final that are not the same deck.
Yeah, so Crossing versus Kingdom, very different decks.
We've got Joe Zimmer on the right.
Mm-hmm.
He plays cards. People should know who he is by now. And we've got Running Man Gedders on the left. As you can see, he's running already.
They're already running.
He must burn off so many calories just running as he plays.
And just quickly running to the setups then. Running, so what I did there. Paul has got a King's Road, Jamie, and and a little Traducer. Joe has 2 cards in the shadows, the Iron Throne and Gold Mine, Gold Road, whichever one that one is.
It's the road.
Thanks. And a mirror on the opening plots there, both playing out the gates. Although Joe is using his nice official alt art version.
How can you ever tell?
Because when they flip the plots on that really annoying piece of glare, I have to scroll through frame by frame to find the point where I can see what their plot is.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Do you have any thoughts about this matchup? Do you have any feelings on who's going to... No, there's no point in asking you that. You've edited the video.
Yeah, and I do have something I would like to say, though, if that is acceptable to you.
Oh, right, go for it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Northampton is running the UK Thrones War again this year. And that will be on the weekend of the 17th to the 19th of April. Tickets have opened and are selling really quickly, actually. So we've still got a few tickets left. But yeah, if you're interested in coming to Thrones War, sign up. If you don't have Facebook, if you're not sure how to find it, drop us a message and we will do our best to sort you out the link so that you can get signed up and ready to come and play. Exciting times.
Exciting times. I would wish I could share your enthusiasm, but the risk of being drafted to Martell is still present. That is a risk for you all, so don't, sign up for war if you don't want to play Martell, and you may run the risk of doing so. You can obviously tell the regions you don't want to.
Like you did.
But there are some dickhead regions who might ignore that. Anyway, Joe has named Cersei with the Iron Throne. He's scared of Running Man marshalling Cersei to the board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cersei and Jamie just seems really good in a crossing deck.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
And Joe also got out the Gates of the Moon for his Out the Gates, which means that Paul's going to have an extra gold for his marshalling. Which
Amazing.
Is nice.
Top bands.
Paul grabbed a Great Hall, so I wonder if Joe was concerned about the Cersei already being in hand with Paul getting the Great Hall there.
Well, you instantly think, when you think Lannister Crossing, you think of Jamie, Cersei, Tywin, the Mountain, big dudes just doing smash.
Yeah, I mean, it's top 4, so, Joe's probably seen a bit of some of Paul's games going on around him. So he's probably got an idea of what Paul's deck's doing. And Joe's a good player. I mean, he knows what Lanni Crossing is all about. But Paul is from our meta, actually. He doesn't normally do quite as well in tournaments. So the fact he's got to top 4 is really, really good for him. We was all really happy for him, weren't we?
I quote when he plays his top 8 game, "I'm just happy to be here."
Yeah.
And then when he started his top 4 game, "I'm just happy to be here."
Yeah, it was quite sweet. Yeah. Well, he's a patron, actually. Hi, Paul.
Oh yeah, hi Paul.
Yeah,
So is Joe.
And Joe.
Hi Joe.
2 patrons on the channel.
Yeah. Oh, so Paul marshalled a red cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting choice to put them in his deck. Because you kind of expected bribery and mercenary contract quite prevalent in this tournament.
Right.
And they have the mercenary trait, so your opponent can just play bribery for 2 and take them.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and now he got 2 of them on the board, but Joe's not going to be bribing, you'd hope,
Probably not.
in a Shadows deck.
Ooh.
We've got Tyrion.
Okay. So he's got enough icons on the board there. Because he needed that power icon, didn't he? So he's got Tyrion for the power.
Yeah, so if Joe can deal with the power icon, then he might have a way of shutting down the crossing.
Yeah.
Might.
He somehow needs to neutralise Tyrion, doesn't he?
I mean, you're fairly certain that Paul's going to run Hear Me Roar or I Never Bet Against My Family.
Yeah, he has saved 2 gold. Joe's also saved gold, but unfortunately, because of the glare, I can't quite tell how much is there. He does still also have that reduction from the Kingdom of Shadows. So, playing out the Shadow Priestess.
This is an interesting choice because, he can kneel out Tyrion to stop the crossing, so there's only 2 challenges, potentially. Or he could kneel someone like Jaime to stop the Renown as well. But that still allows Paul to get his crossing off.
Yeah.
So I think Tyrion's a good shout at this stage, not knowing if Paul's going to play any jumper events.
It makes sense.
In it.
I think Joe has 2 gold. He's just used the gold road to get another. And he's going to be using the Priestess for a challenge, going in for an intrigue, which allows Paul to get some gold. So he's got 4 now, so if he's got a hound in hand, that's perfect for him. I wonder if Paul's going to chuck anything out before it gets taken. No. Looks like it's unopposed. Ooh, Joe was right to name the Cersei.
Joe, yeah. Well, that sounds like a really good Iron Throne decision. Mm-hmm. Know your decks. Joe knew the threats, and he picked the right one. That could have been nasty.
Well, I think we saw Paul in a previous game, didn't we?
Yes, played against Callum and he missed about 100 Cersei triggers.
Yeah. I was say, I had Cersei out in that game, and also, as you say, missed about 100 Cersei triggers. still managed to win though. Billbone coming out of Shadows there. It's a good little Shadows card. Like Shadows 1 is nice to be able to do.
Yeah.
To get a character out for
good
one.
Old Billbone Baggins.
But he's not actually going to be doing any challenges with them apparently, so he's going to use him to defend.
Yeah. Paul remembers that red cloaks have text.
So is it once per phase you can do it?
Yes. And so the red cloaks were going in for 1 strength. Joe tried to defend with Billy Bone. So Paul boosted the red cloak strength by an extra 1. Seems okay, right? Interesting that Paul didn't opt to do the military first with Jaime. What do you think the reasoning might be there?
I don't know. Maybe he did and I just put the thing on wrong because Jaime's got Empower on him.
Because he'd done the military second, I think.
Ah, right, okay.
So yeah, Paul's still sitting on 5 gold.
I
mean, considering he's marshalling a board like that, and he's sitting on 5 gold, well, that's just Tyrion, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, Tyrion's got him 4 of it, hasn't he? I feel like Paul has a couple of options in hand that you can't quite decide on.
Well, you need a power icon if you want to take that power off Joe. That's not it.
Oh.
So he doesn't have one in hand, and he doesn't want to burn a jumper event for it. I feel like if he had one, he would have played it.
I feel like we misread that challenges round a bit.
We did.
Yeah, I think the military happened first, and then Paul just stuck an extra gold on the red cloaks in the second challenge, just for the sake of doing it.
No, I don't think he did.
No?
No, because he definitely did the military afterwards. I saw him point at Jamie and wiggle it.
Oh, okay.
Because then Joe killed the already knelt Bilbo.
Ah, yeah. No, okay, no, I'm with you.
It's just you, honey.
It's just me. I'm obviously not paying enough attention. Sorry, guys.
Classic Rebecca.
Yeah. It's okay, we can just admit I'm rubbish. Oh, just a quick note. Paul realised that he had shitloads of gold left over, and Joe said it was okay if Paul wanted to put some of that gold on the red cloaks. So, in different phases.
Interesting that he didn't spread the gold over 2 different red cloaks. Just pointing that out, you know?
It increases their strength by 1 in intrigue, right?
Yeah. So yeah, just saying. If that one dies, then all your investment's lost. If you spread it over 2. I think you have to consider that Joe's playing
Kingdom, so there's going to be a reset.
Morghulis. And maybe first no, maybe not first no. Oh, here's a Morghulis. But Paul called it with Return to the Fields.
Totally called it. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to be the first player. These ones are going. He seems quite pleased with himself having called it. You feel like the little jaunty head wobble.
The jaunty head wobble. TM. Trademark. Jaunty head wobble. I like it.
Running Man Gunners with his jaunty head wobble.
Wow.
There's actually a moment later where Paul does something and he's really happy about it.
Did he do the head wobble?
He literally just like arms up in the air victory. He's
so running again.
I know. This is basically his gym day, right? Well, it's like you wear your Fitbit to tournaments, and your Fitbit's like, oh yes, you have done like 500 minutes of active exercise or something. It's like, no, you've just been really excited playing in a tournament.
Elevated heart rate.
It's,
pressure, tension, stress.
Aw, but you love the game, and that's the main thing.
Do I know?
Aren't grumpy. So, got an extra great haul out there from Paul.
I think the second one's quite important for when you want to rebuild a board.
Yeah, because you can get out big now if he wants to.
Did the Iron Throne name Cersei again?
I think so. But quite honestly, I don't know.
You have no idea.
Nope.
Well, let's see what he does.
I feel like Joe told me afterwards that he just named Cersei pretty much every round.
Yeah, out comes Jamie.
Again? As if.
Wow.
Because they went to the bottom of the deck, right? No. They got discarded, didn't they, with Return to the Fields?
Yeah, so Paul drew more copies.
Yeah. So
who knew that you could do that when you draw more cards from your deck?
I know you're being sarcastic, but it's quite funny they got Jamie and Tyrion back. And not only just one Tyrion, a duped Tyrion.
Yeah, it's reasonably fortunate to see all 3 copies of Tyrion and 2 copies of Jamie, having saved them from certain death. Joe seems to be content to put cards in shadows. He's not expecting exposed duplicity, I suppose, from the Lannister deck, although in a crossing deck you could well play it.
Yeah. Especially
if you're Lannister crossing and you want to win in 3 turns, 4 turns, and have 3 spare plots.
Spare plots. Is that a thing?
I think it is a thing.
Really?
Well, especially, see, I quite like crossing as well. Me and Paul, we have very different philosophies on crossing. Paul likes to rush as fast as he can with superior claims and cards that, help you for winning more by giving you power and stuff like that. Whereas I like to play crossing with the mindset of not rush fast, but use that strength buff in the 3rd challenge to win the challenge you want to win.
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Mountain Moor.
Man dem with the fam dem. Yeah. I presume Joe has no more gold now.
I can't see any, and he's used the Gold Road. But you know what Kingdom of Shadows like? Probably runs Ironbank will have its due.
I can say, otherwise he just left Mandan out to the slaughter.
Mm.
Seemed to me like Joe's trying to get the dupe off Tyrion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because you've got things like Robert Strong, don't you, that kills a kneeling character by Costa Runda.
Yeah, not only that, if Mandan stayed alive for another round, which I don't think he would, he can put military pressure on there.
Oh.
Joe's finally found his underhanded method, boosting Mandan by 3. That's a 6 strength challenge coming in with 0 claim.
No. Joe defended the military from Paul.
Oh, Paul's first.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Of course he is, because he did return to the fields. He was just in the military with Jamie. And Joe just defended.
I mean, everyone watching knows I know nothing anyway and I talk about bollocks.
That's alright, I talked bollocks last round, you talked bollocks this round. We're all good.
Together we are a pair of bollocks.
Oh yeah! Which one are you? I guess you're sitting on the left, so you're the left bollock.
Wow. I mean, I can't ascribe any specific personality trait to the left or the right bollock, but you could try.
The left one's grumpier?
Really?
Oh,
I don't think you understand bollocks very well. Oh, the Regent's Guard brings Mandan and the underhanded method back to hand. Very nice.
That means that Joe can get some challenges in. Or not. I guess he's just taking Dom instead.
He just takes Dom instead. Paul stays ahead 6-1. It must be quite tough for Joe seeing Jamie come back out, because he can do 2 challenges and basically it really helped that crossing deck out.
Yeah.
Especially with that duplicate on Tyrion. That must have made him real sad.
I do, like, one of the things when you're playing a game and you feel like you've achieved something, you've got a difficult character off the board, and then they play it, like, almost immediately back out. Like, that is so depressing when that happens.
With a dupe.
Oh, I think this is...
Paul is delighted with his skill plot.
He basically said, like, I'm going to hit that Mandan Moor, and he was like, it's this one! And then flips it out, and it was. You saw his celebratory victory.
He did do the double armed in the air celebration.
He did.
And Joe just did a wry smile. Of course.
Although Paul did apologise to Joe afterwards and said, I'm really sorry if that was a bit too over the top. But Paul does get quite excitable, doesn't he?
I wouldn't know, actually. I don't play him that often, and when I do, I win, generally.
Rub it in! I don't see you in the top 4.
Actually, that said, I think Paul had beaten me in the past couple of games we played. Last summer.
So, Joe there has played out Nighttime Marauders and said, I think he said 2 cost or something. I can't remember now. Which gets rid of quite a lot, actually.
Tommen, Redcloak, Lion Star. Is that Paul's hand on the board?
Yeah.
There you go. Wow. And that's the thing with Lanni Kingdom. I mean, Shadows is quite, in my opinion, I don't enjoy playing against it.
No.
It's got a couple of problems. And I think Niccolo Marusi said it best in the Facebook group, where he said the main problem are trade routes, which just give it loads of gold once you set up your location.
Yeah.
There's a lot of recursion, so you can play Clever Feint and Iron Bank and just replay your effect. And more specifically, a card like Nighttime Marauders, which allows you to discard key cards from your opponent's hand in the draw phase with trade routes and the reduction, just to clear out your opponent's option, and it's kind of not very pleasant to play against.
But I mean, there's always been decks like that. Decks that are unpleasant to play against, as you say. So.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, some people. Well, when I started playing the game, I played a KoS set, and the game's all about the challenge phase, and you win.
Yeah.
You do challenges. If you sequence your challenges properly, you got the best chance of winning. And the game's evolved past that, but it's still the kind of game I prefer to play.
Yeah.
So when you play against a board with no characters on it, it's kind of like, oh god.
Oh, would you like us to have like a little tournament where it's like a KoS set only tournament? Would that make you feel happy?
Not really. No. Because I didn't win any tournaments in the KoS set meta, I don't think.
What? You've won tournaments?
No, I don't think I have. I just lost in all the finals. It's a meme now.
Aw, it's okay. At least you got to the final. Twice.
Anyway, Joe had got his barrels on the board. That must feel nice for him.
Has he been disemboweled? Have he been disemboweled?
He has not. But he did have a really protruding lower lip there, like he's sulking a little bit.
I didn't notice.
Paul doing a mind game.
Yeah, he was saying, so theoretically I know that this one has to be this card, but I don't know what this other card is yet, do I? Because when you've got Shadows cards, they're meant to stay in the order that you put them out in.
Yep.
Because the opponent should be able to see, like, if you're getting cards in and out of Shadows, the opponent should be able to know which one.
Yeah, you can't just deliberately mix them up so your
No.
opponent doesn't know.
Because there are cards that obviously target specific cards in Shadows. So if you are happening to run one of those cards, it's important to, not have your opponent moving those cards around.
Well, Paul now knows what it is.
Yeah. Night of Flowers there. That's the one where when a card comes out of Shadows, you can stand. Is it any Kingsguard, or is it specifically him?
Ah.
Are you okay?
I need to consult my memory. You're looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Ah, God.
Thanks, hun.
I'm going to guess at any Kingsguard.
I think it was any Kingsguard, but I obviously do not know the cards quite as well as I would like. So, Joe names the Hound, I think, at this point, so that Paul can't have the Hound come back to hand and then play it back out again.
Yeah, any Kingsguard.
Any Kingsguard. Cool.
I mean, Joe's got a lot of Kingsguard on the board. He's going to be hard pressed to choose one.
Oh no, but Lanni will have Kingsguard, right? Lannister's got some Kingsguard characters, doesn't it?
Can you name some?
Yeah, Jaime's one of the Kingsguard ones.
Which one?
The weird one that no one uses.
Yeah, okay, that's one. Any more?
Yes. Meryn Trant?
Yes, Meryn Trant. Nice.
I've absolutely no idea what it does.
I don't think you've seen Meryn Trant in play, so that's two. Can you name any more?
Barristan Selmy?
That's an interesting Lannister card. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I'm just trying to name Kingsguard characters now.
I mean, I could think of 1, 2, 3 more at least.
Oh, okay.
Off the top of my head.
Is there a Hound version of Kingsguard?
Yes, there is.
Another dodgy one that people never play, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's Robert Strong, Amanda Moore, of course.
Oh, they're both Kingsguard.
They're Kingsguard, yeah. So,
they're not in the show, though, are they?
Robert Strong is definitely in the show.
He's not the Mountain.
The Zombie Mountain. Yeah, of course. He's not, obviously, Sir Robert Strong. He's just always called Gregor, isn't he?
Yeah.
And who's the other one I said? Amanda Moore. He's the one that cut Tyrion's face in half. In the Battle of the Blackwater, and then got killed for his trouble.
Thank you for this education, Richard.
Cool.
Isn't there an agenda that's based on Kingsguard as well?
Yes, the White Book. Maybe you should play it this weekend.
No, you're right.
Why not?
I'm not suicidal.
Bit harsh. I mean, didn't you just say you won't be playing Martell neutrals?
No, I didn't. you talk. Anyway, they're doing stuff on the game. Let's talk about the game. Paul is doing a military challenge with the Hound.
Not Jimmy.
Oh, and Sir Jamie.
And Sir Jimmy.
Because why wouldn't you?
You've got a card in hand.
Yep, it's Hear Me Roar.
You've got no other card in hand.
Nope, so he's discarding it to keep the Hound in play.
Cool. Interesting.
Well, he can't play out the Hound again because Joe named the Hound with the Iron Throne, so why not?
Joe's already spent a Valar Morghulis, so I guess it's not a threat. He did a little head wobble.
He did.
A jaunty head wobble.
He pointed at the card and he was like, "What's this card?" Because I'm worried. He does make me laugh.
No, he's running.
I don't think he's stopped running for the entire game. Okay, power stealthing Night Flowers.
I bet Paul could knock you out with his calves. Maybe he could crush a watermelon with them. I'm going to take a watermelon to the next tournament.
Joe having... what the hell? Joe having a moment of madness and thinking that it needed intrigue claim from the power challenge. But no, the intrigue is going as the third challenge there, so crossing an unopposed. Takes him to 13. I can't wait for you to turn up with a watermelon.
Paul must be quite sad to take Tyrion there. He might have wanted to head and bite him next round.
Yeah.
Joe did military, not intrigue.
Yeah.
Which you may have put on the thing, which I'm sure you're going to edit out.
Yeah, it won't be
by
there.
the time we get to the video.
It won't be there by the time we get to the
Excellent. So the
Yeah.
military
Thanks for mentioning it though and pointing
bodyguard
out
taken for claim. I thought I'd just point out your flaws, you know.
That's right, that's right. I spend hours editing these videos, but you point out my mistakes.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, I'll let you off.
Thank you.
You can repay me with a foot massage later.
No, thank you. So, underhanded method is going to trigger Joe's bows and also stand up the Knight of Flowers. And then he's going in for a power challenge. Not pull down a peg. Does that mean they tied on?
Joe's not finished yet.
Oh my god. He's going in for an
What's
intrigue.
he gonna do? Spending some gold.
Oh, Flowers might stand again.
What's that card?
The Regent's Guard. You can take a Lannister card back to hand, but there aren't any. A Lannister non-event or whatever, non-whatever card. I don't know. It just does a thing, alright?
Alright. So he chooses not to do the intrigue challenge.
I guess
And just
he
take
wanted
Dom
to win
instead.
Dom.
Yeah. What strength is the Knight of Flowers?
He's 5 normally, but he's going to get +1 strength for every card in Shadow. So Joe needed to win Dom there, because if Paul wins Dom, he goes to 13, and another headland bite could kill him. Could be GG, but at the moment it's not GG.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Paul had 4 gold left.
Yeah.
So couldn't Joe have done the intrigue challenge with the Regent Guard and then won Dom with the Knight of Flowers? And then I know Paul doesn't have any cards in hand, but you'd have got an unopposed power, right?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay. I was checking I didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Assuming Paul definitely just had 4, which I think he did. Yeah. Oh no, that wouldn't have worked. Because if Joe did an intrigue challenge, Tyrion would trigger.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I was trying to figure out why Joe didn't do one.
Get back on the bottom tables, Rebecca. Come on.
I know. I knew there must have been a reason, but I couldn't figure out what the reason would be. But that makes sense.
High quality play, that's what it is.
So Joe playing March to the Wall there, getting rid of the Hound.
Joe's going to win or die. Joe's
going to win or die.
No.
Paul.
Well, Joe is either going to win or die, but I think he might die. Joe goes first.
So Joe played March to the Wall. Paul played You Win or You Die. So Paul has 4 cards in hand. But Joe tying the initiative there gets to choose to go first or second as he has less power, and choose to go first because otherwise he might just die.
So Paul's got to ride this out with the 4 cards he's got left.
Yeah, I mean, he would have definitely preferred to go first because I think he could have just pushed it through and won. But having to go second, he's going to have to be careful. Make sure he's got a character at least to take for intrigue, for military claim even.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 if Joe manages to get another man or more out.
Man dim with the fam dim.
Well, it looks like Joe's just sitting on... Oh no, he's going to put some out. Thought maybe Joe was just sitting then. Yeah, looks like we're getting a couple of cards in shadows.
Getting all the cards in shadows. He hasn't used his reduction yet. What, the reduction of 2?
Yeah, I think so. And he
Can't
also
even remember what these cards do anymore.
And he's also got the gold road there as well that he can trigger during the challenges phase to get an extra gold.
No, we really should play this game more.
Wait, relative amount.
Yeah, maybe.
You were literally just playing a game before I came in to do the commentary.
Yeah, I thought, you know what? We got a tournament on Saturday. I'll play a game on the Iron Throne. What do I get? Martell Hollow Hill, which went to like 13 plot, and I wanted to kill myself. So actually, I remember why I don't play this game as often as I used to.
Oh, as if Paul got another hound and a mountain.
Well,
Joe
then,
must be crying inside. What? That's all 3 hounds.
all 3 hounds, all 3 Tyrion, 2 Jamies, a Cersei, a mountain, 2 Great Horde, and a Western Fiefdom. He's seen lots of stuff.
He's seen some good stuff.
But that's what the deck does. He's got return to the field and you win or you die, so you're going to get access to some cards. You haven't used his jumper effect really this game. Hear Me Roar had no targets and kind of a dead card for him.
Yeah.
He hadn't seen Never Bet Against My Family, which I presume he would run. Because why not? Free tempo.
That's the one where you get the cards in the bottom of the deck, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
I think we saw him in the last game he was in. He used it.
Yeah. So Joe has choices here. Doesn't want to give away free renown.
No.
Knight of Flowers is 8 strength.
Which is pretty cool.
Because, I mean, if he does a power challenge, would Paul kneel it, or would he just say, yeah, unopposed, I've got 2 claim, I'm going to hit you back?
Possibly. Joe just drew some cards. Using the Lion's Gate, as he has 3 cards in shadows. And going in for the power challenge. So, as you say, Paul might be tempted to just let this go through. He'd have to kneel 2 characters to defend it. And he doesn't know what tricks Joe has.
But Joe almost certainly has a trick. Paul does a point and a smile. Maybe he's shit talking. Perhaps I've taught him something.
I don't think Paul shit talks. I think Paul is just like, I want to know what that card is. And everyone's like, well, I'm not going to tell you. And then he gets himself like, oh, I'm worried about this card.
Paul does think a lot about his decision. It can slow him down in some games, which is why I think crossing is a good fit for him, because it offsets the fact that sometimes he takes a bit of time. Well, he suddenly went on a sprint there.
Yeah, Joe, Paul's definitely improved a lot though in his games.
Well, he's playing a deck from 2016. He's been practicing it for 3 years. 3 years. And
Oh, pinch! I fucking hate that card. That's why I don't play you anymore, because you keep putting fucking pinch in your fucking decks and you keep getting me. Don't like pinch. Excuse my language.
that is a rant.
I don't like it. It's always like, well, I'll just risk it. And then you're like, ha, pinch! And it's like, you're not even running a shadow deck or anything. And you just got like, pinch. And then you get me and I'm sad and I get all depressed.
Yeah, that's another reason we don't play Thrones anymore.
Because you keep pinching me.
Well, no, because you keep crying when I pinch you. and it's not a very pleasant experience.
I don't cry, I just sulk externally.
Sulk and your eyes leak.
Bloody card. Just when I think I'm about to do the win.
Do the win.
Yeah.
Paul seemed a little concerned.
Well, he's just had his Jamie pinched.
What challenge was Joe doing? Military?
A power challenge.
Power. Yeah, power.
So he's not only stolen a power from Paul, he's also got rid of Jamie and got rid of the renown offer Jamie.
Now, the absolute true banter play with that last 2 cards in hand. The other one, you hear me roar. So that 1 gold on that plot, you're going to hear me roar Jamie back in.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
That would just be ultimate.
The third Jamie.
Not only is he playing skill plot, heads on spike, but he's also done some skill draw.
Yeah, that would almost be going into a Daisy territory, wouldn't it? Daisy with God's luck in everything he draws.
That's a myth, you know.
What, Daisy luck?
Because he said it so much, you start to believe it.
Is
But
that
it
what
is a myth.
Oh, all right. So Paul is... I think Joe has... Sorry, Richard's just seen the bin pack and the artwork for Samuel Tarley. Is that the actual art?
Yep.
Oh my god, that is horrendous.
Oh my word. Hear me roar Jamie. Wow.
You called it, Richard. You called it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well done, Paul.
Magic and a celebratory jog to...
Wow. Yeah. Joe concedes. I mean, that coming in, I can understand why. So, commiserations to Joe. Congratulations to Paul. You made a final in a prime.
He's just happy to be there.
He is just happy to be there. He is.
Wow.
So yeah, congratulations to Paul. Commiserations to Joe. Thanks as always to everyone for watching. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. And I will be getting the... Stop looking at that Samuel art, it's horrific. I'll be getting the final out as soon as I can. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!